Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $2 Double Deuces ticket. This is part of the April 2024 series of tickets that are coming out in New York. And this one is not your typical number match game. This is a symbol hunt game. So first of all, you're looking for the deuce, I guess. If you find a deuce, that is your win symbol, and then you can also find your double deuce. That is for double the prize shown. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.88, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $2 up to $25,000 on this ticket. Looking at the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out, so we'll talk about taxes. In New York, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% in taxes. That is a lot of tax to take out of scratch games. But I don't consider the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view the top prize here. So instead of $25,000 for the top prize, I'm going to view this as $16,795. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in just a little bit over 62%. And this is just crazy low. I mean, crazy low for any scratch ticket. We look for a minimum of 70% for every scratch ticket that comes out. There's never, ever a reason for a state to put out a scratch ticket at less than 70% payout. So for New York to put a $2 ticket out at 62% payout is just ridiculous. It's a complete disregard for their customer base. They do not care. New York and Texas just have the worst lottery systems. They don't care about their customers at all. What makes this even worse is that the 62% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 62% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes or upper mid-tier prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $50 prize level. Now, I would never, ever recommend that you play this game, but if you are considering it for some reason, when you do win on this game, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $2 and $50. And there is a split there at the $50 prize level. It's about 39 to 61, which means that less than half, 39% of these $50 prizes are going to join these prizes down here as the bottom 99% of prizes. This is where 99% of people are going to be playing their games. The other 61%, so over half of these $50 prizes, are going to join the prizes at the top of the prize structure as the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really tough to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting a top 1% prize, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 488 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. That means you're in almost $1,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's important to note if you are considering playing the game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning the top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 54 and 55%. This is also way lower than the minimum 60% that we look for bottom 99% payout for all scratch tickets. Once you get down here in this 50% range, average people who aren't winning the big prizes are just getting eaten alive. They're losing their money so fast that, in my opinion, it's not fun to play. I don't like to, spend money and then just lose it immediately. And that's what happens a lot of times when you're dealing with a bottom 99% payout this low. Now here on this page, we are looking at the increases and decreases in New York $2 tickets. And you can see the Double Deuces data point all the way over here on the right, and you can clearly see that this is the worst $2 ticket that we've seen come out of New York, and that is saying something, because New York $2 tickets are pretty bad. And yeah, I mean, first of all, we never like to see decreases in value like this. So the There's a huge decrease in value from the previous cash word doubler ticket, and even that one was a really, really bad ticket. So you're going from bad to like extremely bad here from February to April. But if you are, I don't recommend playing $2 tickets at all in New York. But if you are playing them for some reason up here in green, you have the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, the cash word ticket that came out in October of last year has the most value overall. If you're playing for odds, Extreme Bucks has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and you like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, cash word has the most money for the average player. It's the friendliest ticket. However, 58% is still pretty rough. And then if you're more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, It Takes Two is your ticket there. But look how bad that is for the average player. It's really, really tough. And then over here on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking New York $2 tickets based on overall payout. You can see Double Deuces is here in 8th place, very last place overall. So again, worst $2 ticket that we've seen come out of New York. And that is saying something because this category of tickets is just so bad anyways. Here on this page, this is the rankings based on the bottom 99% payout. So Double Deuces came in 5th place on this list. So it's not the worst ticket we've seen for the average player, but it's still really, really rough at 54%. Here on this page, this is where we get to compare tickets across states. So what you see here on this screen are the top 35 tickets based on overall payout that we've looked at from the 6 states that we're currently looking at on the channel. You don't see any New York tickets here. That goes to show, well, you do see one actually. But anyways, you don't see any New York tickets in the top 35. That goes to show you how bad New York tickets are. They're just not competitive with what other states are doing. I mean, we see Florida, Georgia, Massachusetts on the list. New York actually holds the Hall of Shame spot, and it's by this new Double Deuces ticket. This is the worst $2 ticket that we've seen come out in the last year from any of the 6 states that we've looked at. So, you know, this is an embarrassment for New York. I hope that this video gets to enough people to where the New York Lottery, feels the embarrassment that they should feel from putting out this ticket. Oh, wait, let me go back. I do want to talk about, basically how much money the New York Lottery is stealing from its players on this ticket and really on all their $2 tickets. What we want to do is look back up here at the top of the list. So the best $2 ticket that we've seen come out came from Georgia, had 75% payout. And so we have to ask the question, if Georgia can do this, if they can put out a $2 ticket at 75% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is New York putting out $2 tickets at 62% payout? That's almost 13 percentage points difference between what Georgia did with this ticket, what New York's doing with this one. That is a huge amount of money when you consider how much money goes into making just one game. So one scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $2 price tag. That's $20 million that's involved in just one scratch game. 13% of 20 million is $2.6 million that the Georgia Lottery felt like it could put into the hands of its players on this Fast 20s game that the New York Lottery is basically stealing from its players on this Double Deuces game. And I say stealing pretty comfortably because the New York Lottery does not reveal the payout amounts on their tickets. They keep that in the dark. They make players play without the knowledge of what they're actually buying. And so, New York is definitely doing its players wrong, just consistently month after month. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel, top 36 $2 tickets that we've reviewed on the channel. So these are the friendliest tickets to the average player. 54% wasn't good enough to make this list, but you can pause that and look at it if you would like. Here on this page, this is just to give a little bit more context as to how bad the payout is on this Double Deuces ticket. You've got $1 tickets. By the way, Massachusetts tickets are just... they're some of the best tickets that you can buy anywhere in the country. And you guys neighbor Massachusetts. New York has some of the worst scratch tickets that you can buy in the country. So my plea to you is please don't let the New York Lottery take advantage of you. Take a drive over to Massachusetts, get you some good Massachusetts scratch tickets. the lowly $1 ticket from Massachusetts regularly comes out at 69% payout. That is, almost 8 percentage points more than what you're getting from a more expensive ticket in New York. That's crazy. This should never happen. You should never have a more expensive ticket with less payout than a cheaper ticket. The New York Lottery should feel embarrassed. They ought to be ashamed of what they're doing to their customers. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. By the way, notice how many of these tickets are Massachusetts tickets. Please play Massachusetts tickets. Don't play New York tickets. Even the high dollar New York tickets do not make the top 36 list here. And then here are the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout. So you can pause that and look at it if you would like. So that's about it for the New York Lottery $2 Double Deuces ticket. I mean, it's an embarrassment. Hall of Shame here, the worst $2 ticket that we've seen on the channel so far from the 6 states that we're looking at. Yeah, I wish that, some lawyer would get involved here and protect the people of New York, because the New York Lottery has, no problem just ripping people off like crazy, and it's a shame. So anyways, bad news for this one. Hopefully we'll get some better news, on the other 2 tickets. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.